Glad to have you along from Evanston, Illinois, Ryan Field. Basically a month into the season, here in week 4, and teams are starting to reach a critical portion of the schedule. It's the Purdue Boilermakers and the Northwestern Wildcats. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe joins from the sideline with an injury report.
Catching up with the Boilermakers head coach before the game, they have a lot of confidence in their backup this week. He was able to come in for their injured starter last week and have a very productive game. They like how he read the defense, how he got guys in and out of plays, so they are expecting to be able to really count on him here today in this big game. I'll keep you posted on how comfortable he
Northwestern ready to kick it off to get things started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Boilermakers offense will have the football first. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. This guy has every tool you could want. He is one of the better pass catchers in the game.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in, and we just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip? Right, like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not. Like, he just has this unbelievable knack of playmaking, and we will see it today at some point in the ballgame.
He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. And the Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains. They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10.
Well, you're seeing this offense aggressive here right out of the gate. I don't even know if they're planning on running the football the rest of this game, the way they're throwing it right now. I mean, they're just throwing caution to the wind. And, David, we know it. They've got a lot of confidence in their skill players throwing the ball, and right now, that's been very apparent early.
Well, and now you knock me back on my heels a little bit. Now I'm like, oh, crud, is this their game plan? Is this going to be pass, pass, pass? So defensively, I'm thinking, how do I make myself? Do I go dime? Do I go nickel, right? Like, they're definitely pass happy, but the first thing I have to do is get a pass rush and make this quarterback feel uncomfortable.
Look out! It's complete to the left. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down, as they've got a first at the 32. Turns up, it's Smith. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Still some work to do after that last completion. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Salter. Finds his target. Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. The Boilermakers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Got him on the RPO. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, the running back has it. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Never a doubt. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Wildcats offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. Big day in his last game, over 150 yards on the ground and a score. Fresh set of downs going up top. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. They've got him now, and he almost picked up that first down on the screen. And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Hand it to the back. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Pulls and fires complete to the right. At the 45 on its way. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Pulls it on the option. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. 3rd and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Got it in the middle, it's Gentry. Brought down at the 26 after a 15-yard pickup. The Boilermakers moving quickly to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Got enough for the first down. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Salter. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Swapped immediately. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The play fake. Rushes on. And down he goes.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent 3rd down defense, and 4th down's coming up. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Good, right down the boulevard. That'll give them an early 6-0 lead.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. throws it off the RPO. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Oh, it's picked off. Trying to take it back. The 30, the 20. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
They are so close to a score, they can smell it on the first play of the drive. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in. Touchdown, Purdue! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Back's got it on the screen. Makes a guy miss and finally brought down at about the 25. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. From the gun. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. They're going to ride this running back. They'll make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. They'll try the right side. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete. 2nd and long here. From the gun, the ground game. All over him immediately. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires on the move. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Smashes it between the uprights. That gets them back to within 10.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And he'll bring it back. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Purdue will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. Trying to establish the run. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast. Win our conference. Well, this is step 1. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Wildcats. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Salter. Under pressure. Complete to the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Handoff from the gun. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. And the Boilermakers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Boilermakers will punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Taken down right away. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Working that left side now. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the first down at the 30. Sells the run, wants to pass. Trying to get rid of it. Just got rid of that one. Long way to go on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires to the wideout. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. He wants to throw it again. Got his man on the right. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Northwestern will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
So they're facing third and short from the 25. Finds his man on the RPO. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. In the backfield, it's Smith. Turning it on! They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Boilermakers want to move quickly.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Going with the counter play here. And he's brought down after a short gain. Third and long coming up. Dropping back, it's Salter. Fires one high and deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Boilermakers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Powers ahead, gets 4. He's down at the 10. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll send the tight end in motion. Second down to the air. Rush right in his face.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. They'll run it. Breaks into the open. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Northwestern will have to punt it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Not a lot of room to make this catch. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Pulls it on the option. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Working the ground game. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. Ton of ground to cover here on third and long. They're working that left side. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Caught on the RPO. Oh, what a cut! They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
The Boilermakers right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Handoff from the shotgun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Boilermakers decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Had to force that one. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Set up for the 1st down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Timeout on the field. Northwestern has called it. That's their 2nd. Back to throw. Time running short in the half. Good job just to get rid of that one. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Across the 45. And they'll stop him short of the 1st down, and they've got a timeout if they want to try to get the ball back before halftime. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin with Florida Atlantic taking on the Army Black Knights.
Boilermakers will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Northwestern offense ready to go on the attack. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the 2nd half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Punt is on its way. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. Open on the right side, that's Smith. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. The Boilermakers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Now they'll run the draw. He's got enough. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a 1st down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Looking to throw, it's Salter. Finds his man.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Quarterback Keith. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play. 3rd and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Doing it himself again. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. Got to make the play on 4th. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. They'll run it. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. And the Boilermakers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll send the back in motion. Fires quickly. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. They'll try to run it in. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. From the gun, running back on the move. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. The RPO, fire complete to the left. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The Wildcats with the 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Nice move there. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. On the RPO, got it. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. He's got the 1st down. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. The option, the keeper. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. There he goes. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his 1st interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team. The Boilermaker offense heads out to get this drive started.
That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
Caught in the backfield, it's Gentry. Pulled to the ground. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Plows his way ahead. Here's a little room there. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Makes the grab. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The Boilermakers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Sends it back in motion. Looking for running room. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on 3rd down. He'll try to get to the marker himself. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it 1 play at a time.
An 8-yard pickup on the 1st down completion, now 2nd and 2. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. He'll throw on 3rd down. Got his man. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Oh, pressure's coming. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. And the Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Unloads to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Northwestern will send out the punt team. This will be the 5th kick of the night. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Purdue will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Right back to it. Not a lot of daylight, he gets 1 to the 32. The Boilermakers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Back to pass, it's Salter. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Got room on the return. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home, and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
In these situations, 3rd and eternity, I know exactly what to do. I'm putting more DBs on the field. I know it's a pass, my best pass defenses, and then I turn my pass rushers loose. Go get that QB.
The Boilermakers line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Hauls it in at the 40. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game.
Man, this is where you really hang your hat on your defense. You got to lead late in the game. Offense just punted because they trust you. They can put you out there to get a stop. When you have the lead, get the ball back to the offense. Let's see if this defense can come up clutch.
RPO complete. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. And the punt hits ground, and they've got a first down here. Want to start his bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Drops back. It's Salter. Out wide left, it's Gentry. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Second down, gonna throw it. Back's got it on the screen. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Quick give. Enough to move the chains. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. Wide receiver comes in motion. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Going to try to get it himself. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. Now the Wildcats call a timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Keeps it on the option. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Timeout on the field. Northwestern has called it. That's their second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. On the move. He's going to take off. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Northwestern spends its final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Might as well run him again. Knocked down immediately. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he got it! Big 3 points to stretch the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. He's finally brought down after a big return that was almost a whole lot bigger. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. On target. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stop for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. And the offense just going to spike it here. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. From the gun. Here comes the heat. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. They're all over it. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Such a big play to score that touchdown, but now you don't have a lot of time to celebrate. You've got to come up with your best two-point play to send this thing into overtime and give yourself a chance. Who on offense can come up with a big one here with the game on the line?
And guys, as big as that touchdown was, they have to try to pay it off with a two-point try to tie the game. It's complete to the right. He will be stopped short of the goal line. They needed the two to tie, and the defense able to make the late stop.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and, David, we win the game.
And, man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right. They put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the three phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt. They sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.